There we go, cross the 10-second mark, which should mean that hopefully this is live now. Usually waiting for the 10-second mark does wonders, but I can't exactly say for sure. Because you know the drill, it's Genshin. Again, one of the two main reasons why I'm always thinking about whether or not I should continue streaming Genshin. For one, this, I can't it's always a little bit more annoying to stream. And for another, it's the worst performing game I stream on the channel. But Medic is here already, I see. Hello Medic, hi, welcome to the stream. So, today we have some Genshin stuff to do, and it's actually gonna be voiced today, because we're not doing side quests for once. So yeah, hope you're looking forward to that, because I know I am. Let's jump into quests real quick. So we will be doing this story quest today, and it likely won't take up the entirety of the stream, so after that we will likely start going back to this quest line. For now though, let's return to Inazuma. We still have a lot to do at the chasm, but that's for another day. Now it is time to head to Inazuma City and see what the Kamisato household is up to. Shall we? As soon as it loads. I could have probably teleported here before I started streaming. Oh well. Why would I? Why would I actually put some thought into what I do? Also, Owl, hello. The killer fish... I can't even read the word fish anymore. The killer fish from San Diego? Elaborate on that. As we watch this beautiful scene.
Those two look familiar.
There we go, voice acting, can you believe it?
It's Ippei and Shinojo.
So it is, aren't those...
Guess they must be good friends,
Huh.
Anyway, let's go say hi.
You sure? I mean, I guess this is what's gonna get us started on this quest line, so I guess we're gonna have to go say hi.
Ippei. Hi, Shinojo. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for your help last time. I was just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
So...
You know these two as well?
Yes.
I don't like the awkward
Master
pauses.
Kamisato out a great deal last time. I've never had the chance to say thank you properly.
I don't like the pauses
What
between
about
text
you?
boxes
How do you know
sometimes.
them? Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh? What a coincidence.
Ah yes, what a coinky dink. Indeed.
Not exactly. We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
I know about secret relationship stuff.
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact, that was why Chisato wanted us to deliver a letter.
That was indeed the...
That's old news, though.
yeah,
Why is
that
it
was
so
long ago.
new? Are they taking the next step or something?
That was when we first arrived in Inazuma.
Married soon.
Forever ago. Also, they're getting married?
They can finally make it official.
Hey!
Of course, this
Stop
is
rubbing
just
it in my
personal
face, game.
speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we wouldn't dare to ask.
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns out that Ippei received the exact same instructions as I did.
They're
Oh.
both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine and confectionery normally reserved for big festivals.
Hmm.
It's hard not to put two and two together.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely
Wow.
it's all for the wedding.
Pulling all the strings, huh?
Wonderful news.
Pulling out all the stops.
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
Right? I think so too. It's fantastic.
But I think he might still be crushing a bit.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big misunderstanding? As things stand, we have no actual proof of a wedding.
Then let us find out.
Setting out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
Can I spy on them?
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this very well at all.
You seem down.
Sorry, I just haven't slept well recently.
Really?
I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission or to my lady.
Are you
So?
worried about their wedding?
Not exactly, it's just everything feels kind of up in the air until they make it official.
I get what you mean, I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone before the celebrations can really begin.
No, I don't remember that time when you... That. Oh, are you talking about... I see the hydrant. Are you talking about that time you made... About that time I nearly choked? Is that what you're talking about? Because I am concerned. But I am gonna hydrate. Thank you. Because the hydrates always help. Even though today I'm not voice acting things. Which, by the way, I just realized once again that, hey, when the game is voice acting things for me, I spend a lot of time just sitting around letting the dialogue play out. Because I don't want to miss anything, and I want to make sure that people who are interested in it don't miss anything. So, I guess that's one downside to having it all voiced. Actually, you don't get what he means at all.
What should we do? Should we just straight up ask them?
I don't know, that seems a bit rude.
We could ask a relative. Well, since this is a wedding between two commissions...
Right! If Ayaka knows about it, that means it's a sure thing.
So,
I don't think it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro Commission about this.
you sure about that? Because Paimon thinks it's a fantastic
We
idea.
are practically best buds. There's nothing to worry about.
I see. Then thank you. Thank you very much. Having a definite answer will stop my thoughts from running wild.
Then let's get to it.
The Kamisato estate.
I mean, I've been there a lot. After all, now that the battle pass is reset, I once again need to really start remembering to do, do my weeklies, which I accept at the Kamisato estate. And those weeklies are important if you want to max out your battle pass. Okay, what do we got? We're here.
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent, but still so elegant.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
You sure?
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
I think we should be the ones asking, in
If we
fact.
did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside. So we'll just leave you to it.
Yeah, let's go. We'll be the ones to do it.
Alright then, we won't be long.
We won't be long, said Paimon with a long pause. Before we started running. And ooh boy, run we did. Until we reached the big door guarded by two people with spears. And then we opened the gate and entered the commission headquarters. Welcomed Ivanov to the stream. And found out what was waiting inside.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing.
Oh.
Now what should I do next?
Also, we haven't seen him in a while.
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh.
That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes, we finally get to meet him.
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato.
We meet the big boy! Let's go! So, tell me all about yourself. You're a new character, I need to know.
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person. Ayaka is out today.
Okay.
If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us.
Paimon, you suck at words.
Please excuse the suddenness of our visit, for it is most important.
Traveler is not impressed. Honestly, I suck at.
Earth,
I
are
suck.
you talking like that?
I would probably not be any better here.
Like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with.
Oh.
Look, as soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest.
Oh.
There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question.
Paimon, don't ask too many. Also, I'm sorry to hear about your cold. By the way, why is it called a cold if your body temperature increases? Yes. I've caught... my body temperature is rising. It's going higher. It's getting hotter. I think I will call this a cold. Genius. I mean... But I'm really sorry to hear about that. Like, honestly, I hope it gets better soon. I like, what kind of symptoms you have? Did the cold come with a headache as well? Because if so, I'm not sure how much good it would do you to watch streams. But if there's no headache, then I guess this is the best. This is as good a use of time as any. Paimon goes from polite to presumptuous in a split second. But that is just Paimon.
We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh?
Well,
I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet.
so it is a thing. As it happens, we've crossed paths with them before.
I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself.
So it is
The
official.
plans of two commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the Almighty Shogun to the masses, this wedding is one that we have to treat as a serious affair.
So it's gonna be big.
Sense.
It's gonna be huge.
Two true lovers becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
You better make sure to invite us, by the way.
High-profile matrimonial links between two commissions are extremely rare. But these two truly love each other. Tradition should give way to freedom in this case.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this
Oh?
time.
And I'm gonna accompany you, I'm guessing?
You have other things to be doing.
Not
This is a
anymore.
marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must demonstrate an appropriate level of respect. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my sister.
But she's
she
out,
is
as you
presently
said.
occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare. This will be a good chance for me to pay a visit to the bride and groom. Oh, and would you two care to join me?
I've been waiting for you to ask that. I mean, you mean us? We couldn't possibly. Minor headache, throat pain, muscle strains, and overflowing nose. Oh, that's gonna make it a pain to sleep. For the throat, I guess all I can say is just make sure to drink a lot. For the headache, again, I'm not sure if watching stuff online is the best help for that kind of stuff, but if it's only a minor headache, then I guess it's not that big of a deal. The runny nose is definitely, I know for a fact that can be, that's super annoying, especially like, by the way, I said that before, I get a runny nose recently all the time when playing Danganronpa. I don't know what about it is causing it, but towards the end of almost all my Danganronpa stream, I always end up with my nose, well, not a runny nose, but my nose being plugged up a little bit, which Is that better or worse? I don't know if that's better or worse, actually. Quick question for all of chat. What's worse? A runny nose or your nose being completely plugged up? Though usually they can also go hand in hand, worst case scenario, which is yikes. But yeah, I do really hope you're gonna get better soon. I do hope you're gonna get better soon.
I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so interested in this matter.
We were technically
Being
asking
the
for someone
case,
else, but
why
okay.
not come and offer your best wishes too? Or is my presumption incorrect?
Both.
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually.
So, having both, naturally.
Just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although, wait. Does that mean we helped make this wedding happen?
We absolutely did. So they better invite us, because if it weren't for us, this wedding never would take place. Ah, yes, and I see the first contributions have arrived towards the new community challenge for this month. Again, I'm gonna repeat what I said in the announcements. All the people who voted on the game vote for the previous challenge have had all their points returned to them. Meaning you can use all those points now to help, plus any new ones you obtain, to help work towards this new community challenge where you all pull together. Or you can use them to mess with me. Or both. Either way, you have gotten some of your points back now. Now this challenge I think is bigger than the first community challenge I did, but the thing is, since you all got back your points from the previous vote, that means that, as far as I remember, over half of the points you need to meet the challenge were given to you at the start of the month, because I ended the previous challenges and you got the points back. So technically, between all of you, you have more than half of what you need you have had more than half of what you need refunded to you already, and plus you might have more reserves and you might gain more stuff during this month. So, you know, I think this goal is reasonable. Plus, we kind of smashed the previous one out of the park when we did that, so I wanted to make it a bit bigger. Anyway, romantic relationships are determined by fate.
Alright then.
But still, let's go see him. No reason not to, right?
Thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
Wait, you're the Yashiro commissioner, but you can't do small talk?
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them.
Same.
Emma, I'm
Oh,
heading
another
out to
hydrate,
watch a
thanks.
guest now. I'll leave the residence in your capable hands.
Take care, my lord.
Almost. Wasn't that bad this time. Almost. Thanks, Owl, for the great combo, but it was close. Also, I'd like him sometimes. Welcome back from your vacation. Hope your vacation went well. We do a little trolling, yes. I hope your vacation went well, by the way. I sadly didn't make it to your return stream because that night, because I was kind of going to bed early the previous night because I woke up early today. And I woke up early today so I could make it to the, so I could have a fun time at the sauna before the place got too full, you know? Still, it was decently full, I guess. Alright. I have seen the piano. The piano hangman execution in a YouTube video. All I can say is Monokuma for Mortal Kombat, I'm guessing is what that says, MK? Ah, yes, the piano, that, I know what you mean. But I wouldn't talk about too much of Danganronpa stuff that could be potentially spoilerous. Since a certain fan of since a certain player of Danganronpa, who's going into this blind, is kind of in chat. But yeah, executions are always fun, I know. Anyway, we need to head out now. Leaving the building. But yeah, anyway, as I said, I hope you enjoyed your vacation. And welcome back. Looking forward to the next stream. Sideshow. Piano! Whose idea? Yes. Yes. Indeed.
Ah, you're finally...
Honestly, there are so many memes that you could turn into Danganronpa form in some way or another as well. But yes, just yes. I haven't watched Astov movie in a long time. I don't even know if I've watched any of the newer episodes. I know I watched 10, I think I watched 11, but I'm not sure about any beyond that, because I think we're up to 14 at this point. Huh. Like that, but pinker. Yes, very pink. Oh god, I've seen like a meme where like someone had their car covered with like some sort of pink liquid. I assume it was like to wash the car or something. And the comment, the caption of the photo was just, "Oh god, I ran over a Danganronpa character." Ah yes, everything is pink.
Yashiro Commissioner.
Who are these two?
Oh, they're of us. Don't worry about it.
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introductions.
You introduce your companions to Ayato and update Ippei and Shinoju on the situation. Yes.
So it's true.
Yes, the wedding is happening.
Well, there we have it. That's it then.
I'm sorry that your dreams have been crushed.
Spot on.
Crush, get it? Because he was crushing. Oh,
It is a
never
little
mind.
inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
You better not, or I'm gonna
That
kick your
puts my
ass.
mind at ease. Now, on the topic, we'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
For a second, I thought he just declined. No, I don't want to lead the way.
Goodbye then.
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try. Thank you.
Found the post we were talking about. Amazing. Truly amazing, right? But yeah, it's once you're a little bit further into, well, you are pretty far into the games. After all, you're like approaching the end of the second game at this point, which is, yeah, there's gonna be a again, that's not a spoiler, by the way. Like you can imagine, just like with the first game, the final chapter, the finale is where it gets crazy. Okay, they're gonna throw all the plot twists your way. Just be prepared for it. It's gonna be the Junko Enoshima reveal all over again. That's how crazy the plot twists are gonna be. Plus, you know, the whole apocalypse thing. That was fun when that got revealed, wasn't it? I'm surprised for the feeling of horror I felt. Please tell me there are main character executions. Well, for one, Danganronpa 1, Chapter 5, Makoto Naegi, Ultimate Lucky Student, gets executed. But only in one of the two endings. There are two endings. One ending is, well, technically he kind of survives his execution, but yeah. I start Chapter 6 this weekend, want to ease myself back into it.
I have a few references.
There won't be any easing into it. You already know stuff is going all over the place from where you ended it off. Remember all the stuff that happened? And that was before the Chapter 0 thing? Video about the unused executions from DR1. Unused executions, that's another really interesting thing that I probably have to rewatch those. Also, again, Danganronpa fan works, by the way, there's a lot of those out there. There were a few I started watching, but then I stopped for some reason because I was caught up to them, and then by the time the next episode came out, I completely forgot. But yeah, I gotta get back into those fangans. Those fangans are pretty nice. One of my followers is making one nice. That's always hype. Alright. Hi, I'm here to talk. Now face my dong. Actually, no, it's behind you. Ah, yes. Should I? Nah, I'm not gonna do the joke again with someone being sandwiched in between two dongs. I'm too mature for that now.
All right then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Stream in a while though. Maybe they're busy working on it, or maybe their scheduling just doesn't always work out. I know that pain. Plus, now that now that the clocks have been adjusted, it's a little bit weird for me too, because now what I thought was the streaming time of some people is now different by an hour. Now sometimes when I want to watch a stream, it's an hour off from the time I'm used to. It's horrible. But you get used to it. I think I'm gonna get used to it pretty quickly. After all, it might be still strange for some people that my streams are an hour early. At least, again, for some people. Not for everyone.
Okay. Thanks, Ipe.
Alright, visitors have arrived.
That your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception. I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all.
Just congratulating.
Good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in person. I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Well, for him, not.
We came to congratulate you as well.
There have been rumors, you know. How have you been, by the way? Not that... I mean, again, how long has it been since we've seen these characters? I don't think we've seen any of these characters ever since, like, the first chapter in Inazuma. The very first chapter in this nation is when we last saw them. And by now we've even finished off Inazuma and have returned to Liyue. So yeah, it has been forever since we've seen some of these people. Doesn't help that they're not playable characters, so they're not very memorable.
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
Armor 3.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
I haven't actually seen anything on that game, so maybe I should check that
I haven't
out.
achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing. And I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Personal life, what's that?
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Sounds like it was worth sending that letter.
Come on now. You're embarrassing me.
That's the goal.
Pardon me, It's perfectly alright. Please, continue.
Heard some good things?
I'm quite content to
Well,
listen.
then I'm definitely gonna have to hop
It's a
in.
joyous occasion. Lighthearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding? You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden? Of course not. Where
Too
there is
sudden?
true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way.
Again, we haven't heard anything
No doubt
about this
people
since the
will
first
offer you a
chapter of this
colorful
nation.
variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead. Indeed I am.
You're sure, though?
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared. Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
which is?
Please, go ahead. You've been working hard to bring the Tenryo Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison.
And he can rot and die there.
To announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans. The kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests. Yeah.
So what?
Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters.
Yeah, but now that dude's in prison,
Although
so you
now
can do
may
what
not
you
look
want.
Like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh, he is the worst.
I can see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
So how can we help?
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her?
I mean, we are involved in this quest, so we have to solve the issue somehow, right? So what do we do? Oh, so she proposed to you.
Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future.
And about Japanese taxes
It's
in the
funny,
late
actually,
80s makes sense in
because
context.
when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Wow, by the way, wow.
Really?
Huh. I have late more, and about Japanese taxes in the late 80s makes sense in context. Yeah, out of context, I don't see how... I mean, I guess that's where the game takes place, like in the late 80s, so... Still a bit okay. Okay. Not that I would be too interested in taxes, but I guess, again, as you said, context probably matters here. Maybe she prefers things to be more implicit. I guess maybe she's just shy. Or maybe you've been set up. Maybe someone was like, okay, this is taking too long for anyone to propose. I'm just gonna trick this guy into proposing by sending him a fake letter. Imagine if that's what it was. Wouldn't that be nice?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look on
Yeah,
her
I
face.
think he was set up to finally get the confession out.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely.
Huh.
And you know what? I think it was about time.
Whoa, he's glowing.
What happens next, I will
Dude.
always be there for her as the one person she can always rely
You're gonna turn into a main character at this rate.
Break.
You doing okay?
Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Dude, I think he might have developed... I think he might be the first character to develop the light element. All new element. Let's go. Nothing can stop him from sharing his love story. I think he can't help it. Yeah.
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato. I must sound like a fool.
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
So how do we support this?
Even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding.
Please tell me we're invited.
It means a lot.
We have some other
I want the
business
free
to attend
food.
to now. Until next time.
Very well. I'll see you out.
Plus, since this is you part ways with Kujo Kamaji, Kamisato seems to can't even read so fast.
Busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right? It's a happy kind of
But yeah, we're
thing,
talking about two people from two major clans marrying each other. So naturally, the food at the wedding must be amazing. So if they dare not invite me, I'm gonna be pissed. Especially because this wouldn't have happened if I didn't deliver that one letter that one time, right? Did 3 frames and an expression. I am too weak to do even a second per day. Well, I know you're on a schedule. I know you have a deadline for for what you're doing, but since you are sick, it wouldn't hurt, I think, just take a step back, just rest. And once you've recovered, I'm sure you can get a lot more progress done again. I think it might be in your best interest to actually take a rest. Animation sounds exhausting. I imagine so. Like, yeah, as you probably know, the only thing I ever quote unquote animated. Actually, no, that's not true. It's not just the I was gonna say the only thing I ever quote unquote animated was the little firework emote that I have in chat. But actually, I guess the notifications also count, even though they are purposefully animated to be like these low frames. Like all these animations are like 2 or 3 frames. Because again, anything more than that would mean putting effort into it. Going for a middle ground of having a decent amount of frames would make it look like I tried to go for high effort but failed miserably. So I tried to go for, you know, the whole low frame kind of style for it. That way it's not too much effort and it looks acceptable. But yeah, that's as far as I can go. Quote unquote animating short little gifs. Oh, I said the G word. I said it as GIF. Are all the GIF guys and gals now gonna be upset at me?
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on cloud 9. What do you think, Traveler?
He seems genuinely happy. I'm bothered by how the whole thing began, yes.
He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would likely be fruitless.
So I say GF. Ah, yes, the G. GF. I guess that's understandable. Again, everyone has their own way to pronounce it, and everything's fine as long as you don't pronounce it YIF. How so, by the way?
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face 2 obstacles in this case.
Remember that?
Firstly,
Yeah.
We have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. This makes it difficult to investigate. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient.
Speaking from experience, but I guess this questline might be that long and laborious process. I don't know.
Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself.
Who would have benefited from it?
And no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable.
But you could also look at it like this. Who could have benefited from this happening? And then, you know, kind of eliminate possibilities, maybe? I don't know. Despite my Danganronpa expertise, I am not the best investigator, believe it or not, because I am stupid. Are there really no negative consequences to this?
We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on
Alignment
the
chart?
issues of
Oh
such a
no.
short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful, just as my sister describes.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through, haven't they?
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to every story. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Then let's go meet her.
Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
I say we just
Don't
ask
worry
her.
about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity to hear her thoughts. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. But if not, well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Okay then. Oh look, the moon's out. How nice. Can I just say I really like Inazuma? I really like cherry blossoms. Can you blame me? Can you blame me for really adoring cherry blossoms? They're just... Yeah, you can't blame me, right? Everyone likes cherry blossoms, right? The chart is sent, and I'm gonna have to check that out later because... I am concerned about where on the alignment chart everything is. Also, yes, cherry blossoms are nice. I mean, just the color and everything, just everything about them. Oh.
There is still much to prepare
Hello.
for the wedding.
Can we help you?
Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
Awkward pause.
Hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
Awkward pause.
The honor on this fine day.
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please,
Really?
do come in.
Okay.
We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey, Paimon is not an attendant!
Yes, you are, Paimon. You are my attendant.
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
Actually, Paimon, you're not even my attendant. You're emergency food.
We'll
Sorry, I
just
keep
wander
forgetting.
around in the general area. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed. We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
Your lips are still moving, and there's an awkward pause.
We'll leave you to it.
I never like the awkward pauses in autoplay.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Do you need to say anything while
That's
talking?
why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time.
On our way
owner always
over.
manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
Well then, let's check in. I cannot work even if, let's see, time slip through my hands. Again, if you're feeling sick and you feel like you can't work, it would probably be in your best interest as I said, to take a step back. Wait until you're recovered again. And you're gonna be able to work much more efficiently once you reach that state. Because in the state you're in currently, by the sounds of it, I doubt you could get any work done even if you did have, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, right? I hope so.
Oh, it's Toki!
Sadly, I can't do anything to lessen the workload.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Yep, we tried his dongo milk a while back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Right, that happened.
I see. So you were involved in that.
Involved in
I got
that?
wind of this dongo milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two.
Ah, it was a twist of fate.
I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one
A
hand,
risky
I
choice,
wanted
but
more
could
people
work
to
out
be able
well.
to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too. So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Oh,
Sounds interesting. What is it this time?
the customers can pick the
I decided to give
ingredients?
complete creative control to the customer.
Ah,
I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they
Ooh.
really not go well with milk?
Well, you gotta find out, right?
Who knows? It could be delicious.
You gotta
If
try.
I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here, would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away.
We could deliver the
The whole
ingredients,
idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely.
right?
Of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
I should have all that, right?
What? You want to mix those with milk?
I do indeed. Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
Don't know.
It's
We're
all
about to find
the
out.
Experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
I do not. You're the listening ear, not my compass in life. You can't always help, that is true. But I do try to at least give some kind of advice if I have any. If I have any, I try to contribute, but I'm always happy just to be, just to be the listening ear. If you have anything you just want to get off your chest, I wouldn't mind just listening to what you have to say. And maybe I do have something I can say, but as I said, I'm not an expert. But I am, honestly, it is a little bit weird that people actually feel like I am someone they can talk to like that. But I appreciate that as well. Also, I guess seagrass is what I probably have the most of.
Are you serious? Well, Paimon seemed like a scaredy cat if she opts out of this one. Okay, Paimon will have one too.
3 milks with seagrass, please.
No problem. Give me a second. I'll have them ready in just a moment.
This is probably gonna be weird. Well, the creative milk is finally ready.
Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Hey, they even have the image there on it. Well,
Seagrass is stuck in the straw. Oh, this is so much work.
But it tastes all right. It captures the essence of the ocean.
huh.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
What, you want to try out the other ones?
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously. Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Right next to treasure, I know, Paimon, I know.
If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
In other words, you have too many other things to worry about. Yes, I mean, he is the head of one of the 3 big clans, you know?
Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
Yes. Touch, no. Drink grass, yes.
Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
Paimon.
One or two things.
Paimon, did you hear that? We should...
This discussion somewhere else.
Whenever someone tells you to touch grass, tell them to go ahead and drink it.
Before we left the Hiragi clan's residence.
I mean, it is the next logical step, right? Drinking grass. You saw Chisato's... You saw who Hiragi Chisato was meeting. You overheard those guys talking about something. That seems like a good idea. Sip. Yes, all the sips. In fact, I shall take this moment to take a sip myself. Sadly, I only have good old H2O rather than grass, but it'll have to do. Everyone, let's take a collective sip. There we go. Because I will never go outside to touch grass. How would I dare? Well, that's a lie. I was definitely outside today. Drink no bee grass. Yes. Become one with nature. Bee grass. The next step in evolution. What, you want to return to monkey? You want to evolve into crab? No, become grass.
No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
Who isn't happy?
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan.
Huh.
If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
Do they maybe plan to basically take over... You know, if their clan is on the verge of collapse, maybe they think, hey, by marrying into another clan, we can kind of take over. I don't know. Like, yeah, we're all gonna accompany our lady, and now we're all part of this clan, and now we're in charge. I don't know. Maybe something like that. Reject diversity. Embrace... yes. Reject diversity, embrace herbivority. Yes. Indeed. That's what we're here for. I guess it's a bit strange.
I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right.
Oh damn, I don't sit right? Okay, gotta adjust my posture, I guess.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
So?
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Huh. How nice.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sorry, Toma. Good luck, Toma. I can't even wish him luck. I'm just sorry.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Oh.
Thank you kindly.
Well then, let's go.
Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Damn it. I just walked down those stairs. Now I have to go back up. A real workout, guys. This is a real workout. So many stairs. I'm sorry I'm ruining your perfect sand. How dare I? Okay, we're here.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
Again, it's been forever.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you.
So about that wedding.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding.
So?
Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself.
But what are your feelings on it?
I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
We want to know all the details.
Thank you for your kind words. This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Should we ask her about the letter?
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
So she's feeling nervous
Sounds
about it
like
and
you
not
have
just
some
pure
considerable
happiness.
Reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji.
Finally went there. I mean, it was only a matter of time. Everyone tells me that they had worse, even did. But never a situation that is homework buried. I mean, I get it. People will say, hey, I've had worse. I mean, that is one way of saying, talking to someone who's having an issue, but personally, I feel like that is definitely not the right way to approach the situation. It's definitely not very supportive. It's just saying, hey, man up, push through this, nobody cares. And that is not something that I think anyone deserves to say, to hear. Like, honestly. Oh god, homework. Yeah, that brings back memories. Homework was never fun for anyone, I imagine. I don't imagine homework was ever any fun for any of us. But yeah. Again, I can only imagine the pain. And getting sick while still having to worry about a deadline, like it's not something I think anyone would ever. Yeah, no, definitely everyone would be very, very troubled in that situation, to say the least. But again, that just because it is still annoying that sometimes people are just very insensitive and are basically like, yeah, don't care, man up, push through it. That's something that I can't really get behind. I don't think anyone deserves to get that said to them, unless like they're really just like lying around lazily like day in, day out, in which case, yeah, in that case I get it. If like nothing else works on them, then I guess you gotta bring that out. But come on.
He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen.
We've heard that too.
He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image.
What if? This is all a big move.
Two families becoming one big family, though, right?
What if this is all some big plot to get the leader of the other clan into this clan and strengthen them again?
Every facet of life.
And weaken the other
After
one.
The wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this.
Again, someone seems a lot less excited than the other.
I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it?
Nah.
It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
When it comes down to it... Yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Kind of.
Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... How did...
So who
Either
is
way,
behind
it's wonderful
this?
to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
Kind of true, but you're just saying that to get info out of her, aren't you?
I understand.
No?
As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, because we can face it all together. But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
Oh no, we're canceling the wedding.
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
So do we do stuff on our own or do we time skip
Let
now?
me see you out.
Because I'm down to time skip.
But there will be no need.
Oh.
Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
So no immediate time skip, got it. So let's discuss our plan. How are we going to ruin this wedding? Haha. Ho. Look at me fly. Where? Okay, so this is something's definitely going on. What I think might be happening is this could be some big double bluff. You know, like the one who's against the wedding, like who outright came in and said, hey, if you marry into that clan, our clan will lose its final pillar. What if he's also the one who arranged for the letter to be made to make the wedding happen under these particular circumstances, so that, you know, the whole losing the final pillar thing is an argument. And then now bringing up that argument of, hey, if you marry him right now, we're losing our final pillar. So can just in a big plot to get the leader of the other clan to marry into their clan instead, so they don't lose their pillar and actually strengthen their clan because of it. What if that is the big bluff behind it? Now, I know that's probably a stupid theory. In fact, I am probably a giant moron for coming up with something this stupid. But what if, though? What if? I guess the only way to find out is to just keep playing the quest.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamichi. Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you
Nah, she needs to make the decisions, you know?
I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commissions' domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
So, is someone trying to coveting Hiragi Chisato's position? That could also be it. Someone coveting her position.
Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place.
A reasonable theory, but it's just a theory. Yes. Just a theory. A game. No. Unfortunately, though, there is no evidence.
Actually, we have evidence.
Oh?
His name is Shinojo.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was quick.
That's the second time you've done that. Paimon cannot deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
Yeah.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
No way. Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid.
You always say something stupid.
But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though, right?
Maybe, kind of?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi Chisato's own wishes. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was awaiting her. When she
So there
formally
is
marries
definitely
into the
love
Kujo
there.
clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Marriage is such a trap.
Marriage is a trap. We've got to stop her. No marriage under my watch. No one will marry under my watchful eye. Teachers sending Word documents of homework now. At the last moment. Well, that's just rude. Like, by the way, by last moment, what do you mean last moment? Like they have to get done by tomorrow or something? Or, like, what? Because depending on the definition of last moment, then yikes. Also, Word documents, as in plural, as in multiple. This is horrible. Like, honestly, every time I hear that kind of stuff, it hurts. It hurts. And I keep saying that I can't do anything about it, and then you keep saying, hey, it's fine, you're just there to listen to me ramble. But I can't help but say I wish I could do something. I can't let this evil plan come to fruition, though. We can't.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their work. This is what makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
I've been a villain in Inazuma before.
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. I will wait for that moment to arrive. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished.
I guess we shall do that
Tell me where
then.
Shinojo is. We'll head off right now.
Rescue mission! The truth is also a lie. Well, ain't that nice. All the way over here, huh? Okay. So they took him off of Rito. All the way over here. 2 months left. As much work is murder. I want to say, have you tried voicing your opinion on that? But I know for a fact that's not gonna change anything. I am like 99% sure that even if you voice your opinion on that matter, it's not gonna change anything. Which is really, really disappointing. But that's just the world we live in, sadly.
Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner.
What are you doing here?
Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Well then, prepare to die.
Then please, excuse me.
You're gonna die.
Who goes there?
I want you to know this is all your fault. Whoa! Okay, I like these moves. I like these moves. He is smooth.
Be still.
Guys, are you seeing what I... Okay, this character is actually pretty nice. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna wish for him, but... I will say... that if I had wished for him, I definitely wouldn't regret it. Like, that was nice. Very nice, in fact.
We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first.
Couldn't even have secured the key.
In all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side. Where did it
Yeah,
end up?
on the first pull.
It's a tanuki?
Again, I feel like I could wish for him, but I don't.
Let's follow it and see.
I kind of want to save up. You know. Because what if we get another Klee rerun soon? Because when it comes to Klee, like, I haven't leveled her constellation up at all. And this could be really nice to level up if Klee gets a rerun. Attacks and skills have a certain chance to summon sparks that bombard opponent, dealing damage equal to 100%, 120% of sparks and splash. Extra damage! Decrease opponent's defense. Increase level of skill and burst. Leaves the field during the duration of sparks and splash. Or departure. Triggers an explosion. Like, these skills seem so nice to have. Klee will regenerate 3 energy for all members in the party. Now, the final one, I'm not so sure if it's that impressive. But some of the other stuff, like... Oh, there you are. Hi. Okay, where to? Probably hiding in some kind of box. Okay. Well, not in any of those. What about... Wait, those were all of the... I thought there were more boxes around here. Did you run outside? Wait. Ah, for a second I thought maybe you did. Aha! Found you. Ah, okay, it's definitely that box because that box just respawned. Nobody is in control. Luck is God. Luck is in fact... Yeah, no, luck is always like the biggest factor in anything. Hello, butterfly. Like, be it... Like, to get a personal example going, you know the biggest factor in building a channel? That's right, that's also luck. Everything is luck-based in the world. As sad as that may be. Okay, found the key. And... It is kind of sad how... If you have skill, it's not necessarily gonna be rewarded. Because if you have a lot of skill, but your luck is horrible, then yeah. You're still gonna end up struggling. They don't call it RNGesus for nothing. That is very true, yes.
Thank you.
That is very true. RNGesus is just too powerful for all of us.
It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside. Oh, wait. You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
We heard about that.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Yeah, we figured it out.
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
I mean, the other two commissions are involved, you know.
Consequences for the whole Tri-Commission. And
Yeah.
the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now.
Oh, those are fighting
Almighty
words.
Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
I like him.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
So, where are we going this time? A short while after leaving.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner.
Oh?
I hear you showed up here with no explanation. and attacked my men.
They were holding someone prisoner.
You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
No, we were just rescuing a prisoner.
Someone was taking the law into
You know.
their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
There we go.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson.
By threatening to toss him into the sea.
Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. A truly egregious loss of decorum. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying
not
that you
entirely.
know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions. Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Kanjo Commission. We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing? Even if we
You want a demonstration because you just gave one.
I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
He's a slime ball. But he's also difficult to argue against, very sadly.
Funny.
Oh?
I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
I'd like to think so, but it's probably not that.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window.
Oh.
The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
No, but it might turn into that.
In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
I do like my references, you know.
Is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like.
Glad to know you like my references every once in a while.
I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary.
Because, you know, my own humor isn't funny normally, so I gotta make those references.
To where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better. In your
Really
years of
digging into him
service
right
to the
now.
Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say I'm just disappointed. I'm not angry, just disappointed.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me?
I can kill you.
This is at most a Conjo Commission issue. We'll handle
Blah,
this
blah.
amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds,
Yeah.
Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold then as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Conjo Commission and Tenryo Commission, because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally.
You think?
So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
They're really going at each other's throats.
So, that's how you view it.
We can't really do anything here, just let them talk.
I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that.
You sure about
The
that?
notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
You sure about that?
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
You were wrong about what?
So suddenly we see eye to eye.
Also, I don't know if I saw your message, I'm just waiting till the dialogue's over.
But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Oh?
Kamisato Ayato! You! How dare you!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Conjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Conjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union?
Oh?
Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
I shall accompany you.
Hey! What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
You didn't need to follow.
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Good idea. Alright. Now let's finally read the message. Because I was kind of reading it before, but not really. So, an immense animation error. Character was a path conflicting, collision. Collision course inevitable. Can't you... So if it's inevitable, then that means you can't just slow one of them down, right? You can't just say, okay, this character is gonna move a little bit slower now. For a bit. And then after the other characters pass, they're gonna speed up a bit. Something along those lines. But if you say inevitable, you probably know your stuff. Plus you're more... You have more expertise in animation than I do. So I shouldn't... Again... This is just me trying to give advice where I really shouldn't because of my lack of knowledge. I'm trying, even though I know I shouldn't be. But that's all I ever do. All I do is try at a bunch of different stuff. And I suck at everything. Because as I've been quoted so many times, sucking, it's what I do best. Which reminds me, the master of quotes, Rob Master, hasn't shown up this stream at all. He might miss his streak now.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds exhausting and confusing. I imagine so. But yeah, Rob, if Rob isn't here, that means Rob won't get the login streak today, meaning the streak will break and shatter. Oh no. But there's very little I can do about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're only halfway through the stream, so Rob has plenty of time to show up. But normally Rob is one of the first people to show up, so that has me ever so slightly worried for him about his poor streak. Because he's been so actively trying to keep that up.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure.
I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
So people are supportive but surprised. Supportive but
It's still too
surprised.
early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game.
By doing what?
But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Then let's head over to the dude and ask, shall we? Well, time to start beating up a sakura tree. Those cherry blossoms got nothing on me. I need all that wood. Hey, hey, hey. We need to talk. We need to talk. Like, right now. It's important.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that. It's kinda complicated.
You really explain the situation to Kujo Kamaji.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose.
Huh?
I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to
If
protect
you
our
love her,
loved
let her go,
You're
dude.
an
You know you
intelligent
have
and gentle
to.
person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved.
At least for the time being. This is a bad time for all of this.
Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
Well,
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far.
okay, so now what?
But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain.
Can I be the villain?
Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists.
But
It is not without its risks.
But I've been a villain in this land before. Why can't I do it?
Then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
This will make Hiragi Chisato indispensable. There we go. So, I guess this is decent. Also, I am Mr. 3 frames per spoken letter. What expertise. Well, I am Mr. 2 frames for a GIF. I'm Mr. 2 frames is all you need for a GIF. You know, the walk cycle I have for the follower notification, where my walking cycle is just 2 frames. That's my animation expertise. I am amazing. I know. I am just that great.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections? This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo.
Paimon, you're stupid. Let a few words slip out accidentally.
Will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to personally.
Kamisato Yato explains the details of his plan to Kujo Kamaji.
My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait.
Again, Paimon is the most likely to let something stupid slip out accidentally, so Paimon, you're gonna have to talk about the quote-unquote information that we have. Hey, remember this area? Remember when we rescued Toma from having his vision stolen? And then we almost ended up being executed for it by the Shogun? Wasn't that fun? How we just barely escaped execution there? Yeah, that was nice. Heh. How we publicly announced how we oppose their god. We are great. We never ever would become a villain. We never ever would become a villain in any country we visit. No. Even in I honestly think Mondstadt is the only area where we weren't outlawed. Actually, no, scratch that. We did run into a problem with the Knights at one point because we were gliding without our license because we were doing the exam. But that wasn't us doing anything wrong. That was just a misunderstanding. That was just because, you know, we were in the exam, so we naturally aren't supposed to have the license, but still. But yeah, you know what, once we get to Sumeru, I'm interested in seeing how we're gonna become an outlaw over there. You know it's gonna have to happen, right? We're gonna have to do something to make them hate us, or hunt us down, or whatever.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Whoa, buddy. There we go. Apparently he can sometimes see around the corner, if he feels like it. He's just getting a snack, he's gonna turn around in a second.
Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems much more serious.
Our intel is spreading.
Men seem pretty intense at the moment.
Quote unquote
Isn't that
intel.
all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Let's follow him again. Just normal walking speed should be enough. Oop, never mind. Can't lose him now. Okay, slow down there, buckaroo. I'm just out in the open right now, which is not the best.
Sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on?
Heh.
I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
Oh yes, that's exactly what it is. Nothing else could possibly be happening behind the scenes.
The news is spreading fast. But but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He's just taking the bait. He's taking the bait. Wonderful.
As expected. Let's follow him.
I love how he's taking the bait. Oh!
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryou Commission is here.
Excuse
So
me,
now
can
what's
something
gonna
happen on
happen?
this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now.
Yes.
Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us either. You'll see more Tenryou Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the same duty.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Maybe. What do you think of it?
In the highest regard, and wants to treat her with the utmost respect from beginning to end.
Yes, and that's all there is to it.
Sorry to disturb your work.
Nothing else. That's all there is to it. Nothing to read into there.
Drat. It's exactly as Master feared.
He took the bait. Let's go.
They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryou Commission attack. I must tell Master right away.
And that should do the trick. Now they're gonna call off the wedding. The daily red night sky. Never been anything good. Insomnia. Time running out. Mental state. The beauty is deadly. Yeah, I mean, a red sky is kind of deadly beauty. I remember recently with the Sahara dust and everything, how the sky was just like a deep orange for a long time. Didn't last too many days, but it was certainly an interesting view. But yeah, but the insomnia and everything, again, because I know you also have a cold, I do hope you get better soon, as soon as possible at least. Having spaghetti and meatballs for supper, nice. Nice. Well, that was a little bit of a mood swing from what I just heard to spaghetti and meatballs. But it's as much as I could go into that, I don't think staying on negative topics for too long would do any good, because I feel like these streams, for one, they might help be a distraction from negative topics, and for another, for anyone who doesn't have to deal with negative stuff, I'm not sure if I want to drag them into that kind of stuff. So I will definitely still get into that kind of stuff, but I don't want to get into it like for too long usually. Which is why I guess that little mood swing isn't really a negative thing. Looked like he'd seen a ghost, now he realizes how serious the situation is. Yes.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just like that?
Maybe, maybe not.
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation.
I guess that's gonna be a time jump now.
In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender.
Why are you so confident, though?
This is not my first time. Well then, goodbye.
Oh, I doubt it is your first time. Wink,
truly
wink,
hope
nudge,
things
nudge.
will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted?
Let's keep an eye on things until the very end.
Let's go to Rito again in 2 days.
2 days, you say. So it's time skip time. Bow chicka bow wow. Yes. Alright. Well, 1, 2, to confirm. This is the most interesting part of gameplay, right? Waiting. And again, I like the fact how we are standing in this one spot for 2 days straight, not moving at all. Imagine how that's gonna look for everyone around us. Like, my god, what is that guy doing? Why is he not moving it? Why? What? And now we're gonna start moving again after all this time. So, where to? Back to Rito. The wind settles. Hello? Over here. So you got any news? Sasano? Oh my god, it's Kaede. Damn it. It's Kaede. How could it be? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not playing Danganronpa. Wrong Kaede.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
It's working.
Someone might hear you.
This is totally working.
Sorry. How did things get to this point?
We helped nudge them in this direction. What can you Tenryou Commission members tell me, huh?
Hello. How may I help?
Why is there such a strong Tenryou Commission presence here?
We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
Well, people are scared, which is the point.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Oh, he might not. Only time will tell, am I right? Ho ho.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Huh. Also, hang on. I'll let Paimon finish talking real quick.
Now the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Let's go and see.
Also, I don't know if I have seen In Space with Markiplier 2. I did a few runs. Also, Rob, hang on. I did a few runs of it already. Well, I did one blind run, and then I went back and, you know, started working off the different branches I missed. But, yeah, it's amazing so far, everything I've seen. You know how many times I decided to fling myself out into space? Like, whenever the decision came up, okay, how do you do it? I'll fix it from outside. Into the airlock, eject. Okay, next decision, make it to the next decision. I'll fix it from outside. Go into the airlock, self-eject. Next decision, whoa. Mark's like, whoa, you're not gonna, like, go to the airlock and eject yourself out into space. No, I wouldn't do that. go to the airlock, eject myself into space. I kept doing it, okay? Every single time I could, every time the option came up. It's the best. Also, Rob, welcome, yes. Played a game and forgot to check the time. We were talking about you earlier, actually, because we were sincerely worried about your streak. We were sincerely worried about your streak after realizing you haven't showed up after the stream was already halfway done. Because we were talking about quotes. Because I was mentioning how I suck at everything I do, which reminded me of, you know, after all, you all know that sucking is what I do best. Which reminded me of the quotes, which reminded me that you haven't been here yet to claim your streak points. So yeah, we were all concerned about you. Happy to know you're doing well. And here we go. About to blink. Oh my god, amazing. No. And no one can stop me. Oh no, the owl is about to blink. Guys, what do we do? You sure you can't just, like, wink with both eyes? Isn't that much better than blinking? Oh wait, that's the same. Let's see what's going on over here, shall we?
Heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
Hold on, someone might be eavesdropping. We have to move this conversation somewhere private.
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense.
Well, since we last met, have you made your mind up?
I'm sorry. I haven't.
Sad.
Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed,
you were scared.
I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret.
I see another goal. Yes, Rob. As you might have seen in the Discord announcements, I have decided which game won the vote. It was option B. And everyone who contributed to the game vote has been given all their points back. You all have all your points back. And the points you have been received, the points you've been given back, overall total amount to more than half of what you need for the new challenge already. So I think, despite the fact that it is a bit bigger than the last one, if I remember correctly, despite that, I still think it should be achievable for everyone. Maybe, if you work together, you can get there. You can get that reward. And don't worry, by the end of the month, I'm gonna reveal some new stuff, but here's the thing. I'm gonna reveal multiple new things for you to do, but there is one thing that you will only get if that goal is met. Again, I won't go into what exactly is gonna happen, what exactly everything's gonna be, but you know. So, How Your Life I Just Murdered You, that is always amazing. Might not have seen it. Bigger, more than 50%. It's at least 2 times. Yeah, it is bigger, but again, for one, you have everyone has been given about more than half the points you need for that goal because of the game vote. Plus, you might have some points saved up. Plus, you're gonna get more points over the course of the month. Plus, you kind of smashed the previous one out of the park, you know? Like, it didn't take long at all for that goal to be met. So this one has to be bigger, you know? You have not? You should have been given your points back if you did something on the game vote. Because all the points have been refunded. Twitch has told me that all the points have been refunded. Because I specifically went for that.
I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future.
And you're sure you haven't been received? And you're sure you haven't gotten the points back you spent on it? You sure you haven't gotten them back? Because again, they should be there now. You should have some points. Maybe Twitch is lying to me. Could be. But it shouldn't be lying to me. It really shouldn't be lying to me. I still have 308 today. Maybe it's gonna take a while for them to be refunded. That could also be it. Maybe it takes a little bit for them to be refunded. Yeah, it might just be that it takes a bit of time. Maybe that's what's going on. So I hope they're there by the end of the month at least. If multiple people are complaining about not having gotten their points back, then I will likely extend the goal. If we haven't achieved it already by then, you know, might still happen. That's exactly what he's worried about. You can't rush into important things.
I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Well, you're not the one who's gonna have to resolve it.
Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You. Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day.
So what?
What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
What if we are?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
But if Zhongli is...
Sure?
It is too
Just
massive.
friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already. These
Expand
are exceptional
Zhong.
circumstances.
Yes.
You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us and to the entire Conjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
Oh, we might.
Accuse us of trying to abduct her. Just come out and say it.
You're acting far less dignified than when we last met.
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat.
You won't even follow Lady Hiragi's orders now, huh? Huh? What's wrong with you?
Listen.
It's not like we pushed you this far or
All the
anything.
ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
There is no... I will not. I will take care of any rope.
I shall discuss with the others right away.
Missing message? Oh, I'm sorry. Happens sometimes. Hang on. Unless you're the... Hang on.
You handled that well.
Shut up for a second, Paimon. I have to check the missed message. Unless you're the... So that owl is... unless you're the Lyco? That owl is harmless. Owls... You know, owls are pretty... You know, on the topic of owls, can we just talk about how much of them is just feathers and... Like, for their legs. Have you ever seen, like, for an owl, when someone grabs their feathers at the bottom and lifts them up, have you seen how long their legs actually are sometimes? It's weird. If you've ever seen that. It looks so weird. A random little owl thing. I know that's completely off topic. Need to prepare for my own stream. Hope you raid later. We shall see if there's enough people for a raid, which there might be, but if people don't start leaving now, then yeah, I'll definitely swing by like that. Act 1 ends the exact moment you see Sayori hang. Yes, the exact moment. And then it's like, is it Act 1.5, I think, right? And Act 1.5 lasts until... Flying penguins. Oh no, flying penguins. Flying penguins are always a threat. What was I saying? Right. Act 1.5 lasts until after, you know, glitchy Sayori comes on the screen and the game resets again and rewrites itself properly, right? Like, Act 1.5 is when Sayori hangs herself. lasts through your then reset into the game, where it's still the same, and then the game freaks out when Sayori was supposed to enter the screen. Then the game resets again, and that's when you probably enter Act 2, right? I think I got it. I hope. If I got anything wrong, Rob, you're the expert, not me. After getting rights through. Yeah, okay.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well.
That's what I call a voice of authority.
Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
Later, Atsura comes back with his tail between his legs, of course.
And reflected on our mistakes.
My childhood friend. The best childhood friend.
Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester.
We did it.
Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo Commission another chance.
You know, combine some quotes, you know. Monokuma Tank is my waifu now, and then combine it with the quote of my waifu will finally love me with a bell on her neck. And now I'm thinking of just, you know, I just thought of those two quotes, and I'm thinking of a Monokuma Tank wearing like a little bell on the neck. What kind of imagery is in my mind thanks to those quotes? I don't know. But, Rob, if it wasn't for you, then these kinds of cursed images would never appear in my mind. Oh my god, she ate the mysterious goo! Yay. The mysterious goo is perfect. It's no use talking to me, by the way.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
So? My Gooby goes, it's not my white gel. It is not my white gel. That's what I give religion stuff for so long. Also, I'm not gonna miss the message this time. You keep baiting me for inscription. You're tearing me apart. Hey, I said it before. We're starting, you know, what the game vote came to. What the game vote agreed on. And after we're finished with the game vote game, then the next new game on the channel is gonna be Inscription. After all, as I said before, I already bought it. I already bought the game. Not playing it now would be a waste. Then again, I guess to troll you, I could always play it off stream. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
I shan't do that. Why did you walk away? It would have landed perfectly on top of you. How dare you dodge my dong? I shall retry. Oh my god, that is perfect. That was perfect. But he's so strong, he obliterated my dong. I am disappointed. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. Hello? How dare you touch? Yeah, I had a feeling. You know, I was kind of looking over at chat because I was wondering, is Rob gonna say something? And lo and behold, you said something. Yeah, I think that's written correctly. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, And I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura.
So many Dawn quotes.
But a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to
It is
the
a small
point.
story, basically.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Kanjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more, on our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
Oh, you're probably not.
Full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura.
Sometimes forget what kind of stuff I said.
Whatever were you thinking?
But then I immediately get reminded of everything.
Must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
You seem pretty brutal right now, you know?
I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand.
Even 25% done. I know the list is long.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess.
A very
to deal with back in the
sizable
Kanjo Commission.
mess. Sign language.
Then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Oh. I was wondering what that was. Left, right, eyes, left code, left, right, eyes. So that's I'm watching you. Got it.
Yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you.
Got it. Got it.
Huh? Oh, why, of course.
Of course you're watching me. I mean, you and a bunch of other people right now.
A completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should.
And you're pretty amazing.
Now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
A personal story? Ooh.
Please.
Go ahead then.
I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato
Nice
clan
car.
once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health and ultimately led to his untimely demise.
I see.
My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others.
Well, look at yourself. You're pretty
Pretty
decent.
now, but I assure
Right?
you that is the truth of what the Yashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me.
I don't want to interrupt his story, but oh my god! That was not what I was pausing for right now, but yeah, no. Debbie, you got a point. Daddy. Daddy, yeah. Yeah, very much so. Welcome, by the way. I did notice your contribution to the challenge as well, to the new one. Hi. Also, of course, you're watching me more strongly. I did see that as well. Of course, everyone could be watching me strongly. But thank you so much for the resub. Again. 13 months, you subscribed for more than a year and are on a 7-month streak. How? And why? And how? And I see the hydrate, but don't you dare scream. And I wanted to look into the hydrate and I keep forgetting about it. I am sorry. But thanks anyway. That was nice. Also, I need to hydrate a lot today because as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I spent a lot of time today sitting around in a sauna. So, you know. It was about, I think, always just usually 15 to 20 minute sessions, then stepping outside into the open air against the cold wind wearing nothing but a towel, and then after a little bit of a break, heading back inside the sauna for another 15 to 20 minute session. Yeah. That's a nice little back and forth, I can tell ya. It's a back and forth to be sure. Sauna chat. There's an anime all about a Roman bathhouse architect. Well, that seems specific. Then again, I feel like there are a lot of very specific anime out there, aren't there? Oh! Obligatory redo. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. There's the redemption. I knew it was coming, but I still haven't started working on it despite that. Again, it shouldn't take too much time, though, I hope, and I hope it will be satisfactory in the end. But again, thank you, just everyone, you know. While on the topic of sauna... while on the topic of sauna, you wanted to... The bathhouse architect, right? Yeah. But nice. Nice that I get to write that poem. But yeah, again, thank you so much once again for the resub. You know, question of the day. Oh, that command hasn't been used in a long time. Myself, of course, you are. God complex. There's the God complex. The question of the day command. I still update it for every single stream, even though it rarely gets used. That was the first time in forever that command has been used. I am almost too surprised. Myself, of course. The God complex is real with this one. I think, I can't say anyone other than Zhongli, right? I have to say Zhongli. There's no way I can make another pick at this point. Right? Right.
I had no other choice.
But that's just my opinion.
I had to honor my parents' dying wishes. And I also had a young sister to take care of.
Rob, yes.
I didn't mind what became of me. But my family... No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive the storm.
And you did a good job.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else.
And then he wanted to make you depend on him.
Unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now...
Again, challenging the almighty Shogun, not something you normally do. But I did, and I succeeded.
My own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled.
I think this is a good ending for this story.
And means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you,
He's nice.
I am grateful for everything you
Honestly,
have
he's
given me.
amazing.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
She sure does. But the little bit of combat I got of him, also pretty
I'm confident
nice.
that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
Again, I will get back to chat once this dialogue is over. Wait a little bit. Wait a little bit and I'll get back to chat. I just want this dialogue to wrap up real quick.
Really has the air of a leader now.
This counts, okay. God complex, nothing complex about it. I am simply a god. That is very, yeah, of course. I am very sorry for saying it's a god complex. You need the N, yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe eventually. Also, Cyber, welcome to the stream. Let's read what you wrote, because that's a little bit longer. Playing basketball at my... so was bragging. She won. Did another one, and before she won, she made fun of my tick. Bragged that she won again, so I threw the ball as hard as I could in her face. Ooh, should be... Yeah, but again, this is a... I think both sides are kind of in the wrong here. I think both sides are partially in the wrong here. The whole making fun of someone thing is naturally something one should apologize for, but at the same time, and I'm sorry to say this, you're the one who escalated it to physical violence, so I think you both need to approach each other and apologize for that incident. But again, it's a mutual thing. It's not like any one person can claim that they did nothing wrong. And I know it was probably a heated moment for you, again, with these kind of reactions. When you resort to violence, sometimes it's just pure instinct and you don't think logically about it, so I know that was probably on impulse. So there's nothing particularly wrong with you about you acting that way, as long as you know that it wasn't something that it was something you have to apologize for. I hope I got it across, like how I hope that message got across. I sometimes suck with words, which is weird because I write poems. I shouldn't suck with words. Then again, it's not like my poems are good, but I should have more practice with words than, people who do not write. Maybe not. Should apologize when she made... Yeah. Who's on Archon? Archons are the gods of Genshin Impact. So we have Zhongli, the master of the Dong. We have Venti, the master of gaining a little bit of extra height and sucking enemies into a ball of destruction. And we have the Raiden Shogun, the mistress of... well... being pretty strong, to say the least. No, honestly, I think if it comes to offense, then A is probably the most powerful out of the Archons right now. Zhongli is mainly defense. Venti is all about enemy positioning. Really just good if combined with other characters, but when it comes to pure offense, I think that A has the other speed right now. Probably. Variance can't be the only option. That is also true. Yeah, as I said. Hitting her face, ugly. Wow, that is, amazing reasoning. She made fun of the noise I can't control. Again, as I said, definitely needs to apologize to you for that. But again, for the violence, you should also kind of, you know, be a decent person and apologize for that as well. Mutual apology, probably the best thing. So you are approaching me, I can't beat the hell out of you without getting closer. Rob, you know, I have an office here. If you make a JoJo reference, you're gonna make a certain someone kind of upset. Which doesn't mean we can't throw in the occasional reference. We just gotta be a little bit, you know, a little bit nice about it. Basketball to the face isn't fun. That should put my nose. Volleyball never wins basketball, which is much thicker. Yeah, that gotta. That has to. Yeah. Not a pleasant experience, I imagine. You know, I was about to say something there that I am pretty sure would get me quoted again. You know what? Fuck it. This is one of the reasons why I hate any sport involving balls. If it involves balls, I'm out of there. So yeah, I said it. I know that's such a quotable line already out of context, but you know exactly what I meant. You know what, fuck. Yeah, of course, that was the quotable line, naturally. Guy insulted me and shot him with a rocket launcher. It was self-defense. You know what, you might as well at this point, since I'm a Danganronpa fan, I gotta reference Danganronpa every once in a while, you might as well use the same logic as Tenko. It's preemptive self-defense. They haven't done anything for me, but I have a feeling they might, so I'm gonna take them out. Preemptive self-defense. You know how it works. Right in chat right now, insert... No. But yeah. A lot in common. They have a lot in common, let's just say that. Done. Suction or... electrostimulation. Suction or electrostimulation. Neither. I favor badongas. Of course, that is also a good reasoning. Favoring the badongas. Girl slaps you and you have the proof of it. You throw her into the ground and hold her down. Call the police, should be fine. No, just slap her back. Eye for an eye, you know? Gender equality. Why is this a thought on the tip of your tongue? They really are a good match for each other, by the way. We need to progress here. Come on.
There was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess.
Oh.
Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Nice.
Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime.
Yeah, because you're stupid. But I couldn't come up with it either, I think.
To see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself.
Speaking about your stance, you weren't in this just to help out Chisato, were you?
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yes?
Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation.
Yeah, peace? In a human civilization? Forget about it.
Nor will it be the last. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Balance of power, huh? Also, if she slaps you, then you either break up with her and slap her back, or you're a simp and just don't react, or destroy her mentally and physically over years in marriage. The last option feels kind of specific, but I feel like that might be what a lot of marriages evolve into nowadays. Maybe it really is a good thing that I'm not in a relationship right now.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard.
Oh, you sure did.
Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one.
Same. Wizard run. Wizard bros.
Second, you weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Huh.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
See you next time. Also, that stuff in chat. Who doesn't like JoJo quotes? Oh yeah, JoJo. I am very mad. Grr, code to the death threat dance. What's the death threat dance? What is that? How do I do that? Also, I am not very threatening. I am definitely far from being threatening. Give it to a minimum then. Again, yeah. Everyone's free to make the jokes they want, but not everyone can. Agree. Yami Yoshikage, I'm currently 33 years old. Ah, of course. And you just want to live a quiet life, don't you? You just want to live a quiet life. By the way, remember that JoJo reference I posted in Discord recently? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'll shut up about JoJo on my end. I'll shut up on my end. I'm sorry. Alright, see you next time.
Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Bye-bye. Anything else? No? Okay. I guess that's the end.
Looks like
oh!
everything's resolved.
There is more.
Done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh. Jack whispers, I will in a bit.
My lord?
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
Oh, I'm sure I have.
Indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Wow! And it's still set up, huh? Forgot to mention, bring it up. Check whispers, I will in a second. Again, to do that, the problem is to do that, I'm gonna have to click out of the game. It's stupid. It's very stupid. And I'm gonna have to click out of the game to check my whispers, but now that we... Dude, come on. Alright, let me just quickly... There we go. That should... Yeah. Temporarily clicking out of that. Ooh boy, look at me. I clicked out of the game. How will you ever adjust to me clicking out of the game? How weird. Okay, you're done. You sure you're done? Alright, now I'm gonna have to check if I can see the whispers. It's a link. Since it's a link, I will have to wait a bit before I check it out, because for one, I am slightly worried it might be a rickroll. For another, it could be copyright stuff. I'm not sure about anything. I'll check it after stream in that case, just to be on the safe side, you know. So, you... Right. Oh, so you're approaching me. Wow, you're really going there. You're really not dropping it. You're really not dropping the references. You know what? I gotta obliterate this guy with my dong now. Never mind, he obliterated my dong. I'm leaving. Don't make the obvious milk joke. I won't make a milk joke. I will also not be referencing the white goo. Even though I technically just did. Alright, you know what? There is an event quest. Let's check that out right now. Because we still have time left. And I think at this point, doing the chasm would maybe best be reserved for one more Genshin stream after this. I think. Let's see if this questline is voiced. It's not voiced. Okay. In that case, I'll do it on my own. We'll go to the chasm immediately. That way I can definitely guarantee we'll do it next time. Alright, back to the chasm, shall we? Let's go back to the chasm, back underground. Alright. Let's see what we can do down here. Right, I gotta walk all the way up there again. Easy. Happy turtle. We do appreciate the happy turtle. We do appreciate most happy animals, in fact. Okay. Let's find out where this quest line goes, shall we? I know this has nothing to do with the Kamisatos anymore, but... you know. Though I highly doubt we'll be able to finish off this quest line in half an hour. So, there will most likely be one more Genshin stream. Something fun, maybe? I'm not sure.
Is this where they're based? Or wait, are they guarding something here?
We are likely drawing
There's
near
the
to whatever
fun.
the Abyss Order is trying to hide. Let's take them out first.
That I can do. Taking them out should be easy. After all, I have Zhongli! Oh, you're the one who's getting electrocuted. In that case, you're also the one who's gonna get blown up. Dainslev, yeah, I know, it's that dude. So he's not an Abyss spy. At least it doesn't look like it right now. Ah, crap. I forgot these guys get a shield. Because I'm using shields. How do I get rid of your shield again? Does it just disappear naturally after a while? Ah, yeah, it's gone. Okay. I mean, he is working with us right now, so might not be as bad. I am too sick to bother. Get them all out of your system. You know what? Hey, look at that. Getting them out of your... You know, you can just ignore them. If you don't like them, just try to ignore them. I will try to not get into that too much anymore either. So, when it comes to audio, you should be fine. And if you see someone starting a Joe joke in chat, just ignore it.
Huh? They're not coming after us. Are they just trying to scare us off?
Seems like that at first. Oh, Hilichurls. I see Hilichurls.
Hold on. I think
They're attacking. Well, they're the aggressors. Well, I wasn't gonna attack, but then you decided to come after me, so this is in no way my fault. Me killing you is not my fault. You're the ones who used me to kill you. Yeah, me killing you is definitely far from my fault. Could never be my fault. Why would it be my fault if I end up killing you? With attacks directly directed at you. Check the goal. Again, I don't want to keep clicking out of the game right now. But yeah, 6-9 is always nice. It's always nice.
Huh? What's this?
Hilichurls.
The Black Serpent Knights have nothing to do with the Abyss Order's secret. Huh. I should have guessed.
So, what exactly is going on with these hilly churls?
As I said, for these hilly churls, the end is nigh.
Hill trolls are preparing to meet their end. I can speed up the process for you, friends. Oh no.
They have grown old.
What's this,
and fearful of the
monkey?
light, even become one with the darkness. And yet the curse continues to corrode them.
But why would the Black Serpent Knights want to stay here and guard them?
Yeah, your former troop Stainslove, by the way. Rob's gone? Alright, Rob. Get your sleep, get your sleep. Let's try to avoid fighting them, I guess. And there's that one again. Bye, totally gone, you sure? Alright, bye-bye. See you next time then. Otherwise you're gonna lose your streak.
Now they're retreating. Did he just order them to do that?
Totally won't kill you with my scream. Well, now I'm worried.
Halfdan?
Who?
Whoa, whoa. What? You recognize him?
Could it be? If it's as I suspect, then this is a truly tragic state of affairs.
What do you suspect?
You want to know why they were gathered here guarding the hilly churls, don't you? It's because as far as the Black Serpent Knights are concerned, they're simply doing their duty. The one who ordered them to retreat just now, I suddenly recognized him. I knew him as a young man, an elite in the royal guard of old. His name is Halfdan.
Halfdan? Ha.
He's from 500 years ago too?
To this day, I still remember the final orders.
Yeah, stop. Please.
the
Please
Twilight
stop, Owl.
Sword, gave to Halfdan on the day of disaster in Kanria, before I made haste back to the palace. Inform all Black Serpent Knights to protect the people of Kanria at all costs.
Huh.
Because we, of course, were royal guards. But this would mean nothing in the events that followed. Royals, gentry, common folk. These identities made no difference.
Huh.
Against the might of the gods, the only identity that mattered was being from Kanria.
Wow. I mean, against the might of the gods, it's... yeah. Yeah. Since the key S on my keyboard doesn't work, I have to copy-paste. Sorry. He's dead, so... But yeah, I don't know if I did read your message. I did read that message. And... should I translate it for them? I guess I should. Oh yeah, next stream when you'll do these references again, look for a hollow smile. Ah, yes. Yeah, I even translated for everyone.
These Black Serpent Knights have lost their intellect. But perhaps, in whatever remains of their minds, they are still protecting the people of Kanria. If you see these ruins as Kanria in the throes of disaster, and these hilly churls as the people crying for help, then suddenly I can make sense of what I'm hearing. Their growls are less of a threat and more of a warning.
But they attacked us first.
Though it is barely discernible, I can just about make it out. They keep repeating a word from the old language of Kanria. Run.
So they're not talking to us, so they're telling the Hilitrolls behind them to escape.
Even I have to admit, the fact their will is strong enough to survive 500 years of erosion.
Ooh,
is
boy.
nothing short of a miracle, born from hopelessness.
Oh, so Paimon had them all wrong.
It doesn't matter. Even I took them for enemies for a moment. Let's keep heading toward the light at the top. I believe the Black Serpent Knights will no longer try to stop us.
Let's hope so. That makes this a lot easier. Hello, Seely. Do I follow you? I imagine I do. Where are you taking me, little friend? What kind of secret will you reveal? I'm sure it's gonna be amazing.
Sure enough,
You know? I mean, it makes sense because the ruins are upside down, so it makes sense that the teleport point is also upside down. But again, this reminds me of that one upside down statue, even more so. We've seen an upside down statue, we've seen an upside down teleport point now. Let's activate that. I can't activate that. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Just have to find the right spot to do it. That's what the Sealy was showing me, the right spot to use to activate that upside down teleport point. Huh.
Certainly worth the extra.
Very intriguing. So, oh, we're going over here. Should play that game, but sadly my computer lags when I try to play Minesweeper. Do you have a phone that could potentially run it? Then again, if your computer can't run it, I doubt you have a phone strong enough to play it without any serious lag. Again, I don't know. It runs on, this game is on multiple platforms, you know? This game do be on multiple platforms. Hello? Phone lags when I turn it on.
I'm just
yikes.
Nothing more. If you're trying to console me, I can assure you there is no need.
Fine.
Is it fine though? Yeah, that's... I don't know. It works on some consoles as well. Might you be lucky in that regard in some ways? Oh no! Don't you dare fall down now. Can I make that jump? Okay. Made it back up. I might have to go from up here, maybe? Can I go up here? Does that help me? Oh! Plus there's something over here. Can I get it? Yes. Ah, just coinage. Okay. My man almost died. I mean, hey. As long as it's just almost, we don't care about that. I mean, it's kind of deep, not too deep. Plus, I have a glider, so I should be safe.
Hey, look! There's no door sealing this room off. Looks like we can finally head to the room in the center. Come on, let's go!
And cue a door appearing in front of us. Cue them just closing the door in front of us. I'm just gonna quickly grab that. No reason not to. Other than, you know, the giant holes in the ground, and the glider almost didn't open. Why was the glider so delayed? Ooh. That's interesting. Why was the glider so delayed there? That was very worrying for a second. Way too many holes in the ground. Or I guess it would be the ceiling, because this whole place is upside down. Wanna hear an, incomplete tale of 8 rulers and an improbability device? You mean like the improbability drive of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Something along those lines? I mean, I'd be down for a story, I guess. Even that's upside down. Okay. Now, what are the physics behind this? Can we just talk about... I know I'm in a game where magic exists, and I'm complaining about the physics of upside down water.
Even the water pool is upside down. Oh, wow. This is a pretty amazing place.
So, can we go for a swim?
Do you have any idea at all how it works?
The pool must be part of the entire city structure. A relic of this ancient civilization. And more importantly, it is the very thing that is weakening the curse.
Intriguing.
Here,
let's destroy it.
It feels more at peace than it has in a long time. The effect is stronger here than it was before. And I think it's because that water pool has something akin to a cleansing effect.
Huh.
Cleansing? water in that pool can wash away the curse for good?
No, that would be impossible.
Well, you could try it out.
So sure.
I have lived with this curse for 500 years, and I have been fully conscious the entire time. Suffice to say, no one understands the curse like I do.
Okay.
It is a way of branding us at the level of the fate of the world itself. When a god applies a curse, it takes effect at a higher level of reality than the person themselves. Even now,
I'd imagine so.
I feel the curse slowly permeating my entire being, becoming part of me, slowly but surely replacing me. Perhaps it may be possible to suppress the corrosive effect of the curse for a time, but cleansing it entirely.
Well, you won't know until you try.
It amount to burning away an integral part of your body. It is not a process that one could ever hope to survive.
I mean, I guess.
Cleansing the curse cost you your life?
But if the curse is immortality, that makes sense.
Irreversible curse.
The curse is immortality, so removing it would cost you your life, yes.
I can feel that the water's cleansing effect is not nearly potent enough. At most, it might suppress the curse, but a little.
So, what's that contraption there? It looks kind of out of place.
An Abyss Order device. Perhaps it's the Abyss Order secret. Alright, let me quickly read that. It's Land of Kings. The one mentioned in voice chat. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's right. The, because you mentioned that at the end of that comic, that reality split. Right. Right, you did mention that. Abyss Order device.
Frankly, I have never seen a device of this design before either. It is not unreasonable to suspect that it could belong to the Abyss Order. But what could they be planning to do here?
Well, let's see if we can activate it to find out. Oh.
That gave Paimon a fright. So, all the doors are open now?
I guess that's a good thing. Oh, hello, it's you again, Halfdan. What do you want?
Halfdan's back again?
What do you want?
Halfdan, do you have something to say to me?
Apparently not.
He ran off, but he didn't disappear like last time.
He's indicating that we should follow him. Are you coming?
This could be a useful lead. He doesn't seem to hold any malice towards us.
True. So, we going then?
Yes, Paimon, we're going. Alrighty then, where are you leading us, new friend?
Let's follow him.
Oh, we're going all the way back down, huh? All the way. 'Cause sure, why not? Okay, what's up? What do you want?
Looks like Halfdan disappeared at the far end of this path.
Comes in, refuses to elaborate, leaves, doesn't even do anything, just, oh, okay, I'm gone. Like, imagine he was just like walking into a room, like you know, like back in school when you walked into a wrong classroom, like, just staring, turning around, leaving. Yeah, that's basically how he behaved, I think.
Perhaps whatever lies ahead is what he wants us to see. Let's keep going.
Okay then, let's keep going. Do as our friend says. I thought I saw a sea leaf. Can I avoid that fight? Maybe?
There are more signs of hilichurl activity here.
Maybe. I'll just run. I'll just run.
Is that way into the hilichurl camp? Let's go see.
I'm on my way, don't worry about it, Paimon. I shall find out where this leads. Lizard. Oh, there's hilly churls, okay.
Humble hilly churl camp. Oh, these hilly churls look like they're in pretty bad shape too. Some of them look like they've already taken their final breath. Is this what Halfdan wanted to show us?
Maybe we should go further in.
Whether it is or not,
if we can.
Everything here is worth investigating in detail. Inspect the area. Leave no stone unturned.
But there's a lot of stones. We're in a cave, for crying out loud.
Seems like these hilly churls have no life left in them at all. Before long, they'll become one with the darkness. The hilly churls we meet in the wild are always so rowdy. Paimon never would have imagined that this is how they spend their final days. We may not have a whole lot of happy memories dealing with hilly churls, but still, Paimon hopes they're at peace in their last.
That's an understandable wish. That is an understandable wish. What do we have over here? Storage stuff?
Hilly churls usually store food in crates like these, right?
Is there any food in there?
These seem pretty much empty. Is it because they're so near to the end that they don't need to eat anymore?
Or they just don't get much food down in a cave?
If they don't need to eat anymore, Paimon bets they still miss food for the flavor.
I won't even destroy that. I'm that kind, you know.
There's even a bonfire here, like what hilly churls build in the wild. Wait, but wasn't Dane saying that hilly churls get scared of the light when they reach the very end of their lives? Maybe, in the very, very end, they still want to feel some light and warmth. Oh. Just thinking aloud here. Could also be another reason.
Could be, but I feel like you might be right about some stuff here, Paimon. What's this? Flowers! They have some flowers.
How did that flower get this far underground? Did someone bring it in memory of the deceased hilly churls?
I've seen this kind of flower before. Wait a second. Is this referencing to the last time we were adventuring with Dainslev? Is that the kind of flower that, that was next, I think, was it next to the footprint of the ruin guard? Where we kind of felt this connection to our sister? I've seen this kind of flower before.
Hey, now that you mention it,
Is that the one?
it looks kind of familiar too.
It is the national flower of Kanria.
Oh.
The Intivat. It once bloomed all over the nation. It would only last 2 weeks before wilting. But if you were to pluck one and take it out of Kanria, the petals would stop growing and turn hard. Only when it finally returned to its home soil would the petals grow soft once more and finally turn to dust. So the Intivat is a symbol for a wanderer far from home, signifying the tenderness of the homeland.
Ha! Also the name, despite it being from Kanria, it's in Tevat, because Tevat is the land we're in. Intriguing. That's the flower my sister was wearing in her hair. That's where it was.
So for this flower to get here, it must have been brought from...
Might we actually reunite with our sister one more time before getting split apart again? Oh?
Your Highness, so the proposal finally has your blessing.
We can tell what happened?
Focusing single-mindedly on confronting the heavenly principles, we neglected our original mission, the revival of the homeland. I should not have been so indecisive.
Voice acting!
The device is almost ready.
It's Lumine!
Your command.
What are the chances of succeeding?
Theoretically speaking, approximately.
Forget it. Even a 1% chance is enough. For too long have we dwelt in the abyss. Surely they would rather return to the natural cycle of life and death as soon as possible than continue to exist as they are, without a shred of dignity. They cannot be made to continue paying the price for those so-called sins.
The Order is most fortunate to be graced with your decision.
Oh. We're seeing this all through the flower right now, huh?
Lumine.
Also, Ether finally spoke again. One of the very rare main character voice lines. Also, we're still on autoplay, but nothing's happening. Oh, zoom out, zoom out.
You saw something, didn't you? Can you tell me what it was?
Well, it was clearly Lumine, if you couldn't tell.
For quite a while there.
You relate to scene you saw to Daneslav.
Huh. Well, people do say that twins have a special connection. It sounds as if they are attempting to make use of certain equipment to cleanse the curse. It could well be the device we saw earlier.
Huh.
And you say she mentioned the revival of the homeland, correct?
She said it was her mission.
No surprise there. Stubborn as ever. It appears as if the Abyss Order plans to use this location to cleanse the Hilly Churls of their curse and restore them to the way they once were. Then, they will serve as the foundation for reviving the nation of Khanria.
Huh.
After all, there can be no nation without a people.
What do you think? Do they have a chance?
It is the height of foolishness. They have no chance of success, not even a 1% chance. I told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. There is no redemption. There is no undoing the curse.
What if you find the one who put the
Trying to
curse
remove it
upon
by
you?
force will achieve nothing but to inflict further suffering.
Again,
So make
find the one
sure
who put the
you're clear
curse
in your
upon you in the
mind.
first place.
You have to tell yourself, they are no longer human. If you cling to false hope and allow yourself to become too emotionally invested, the only way is down. You will end up just like them, mired in hypocrisy. Save your strength for something worth saving.
Why should I believe you, Daneslav?
But of course, I am merely someone you hired for a task, while she is your sister.
Yes.
It is only natural for you to side with her. But whatever decision you make cannot deter me from mine. My chosen path is to stop the Abyss. If we have reached an impasse, then perhaps this is where we should say,
I choose to believe you. But that doesn't mean I completely trust you. It just means that I don't approve of my sister's methods.
I see.
A 1% chance of redemption versus a 99% chance of suffering and death. That's a yikes. I'd most likely narrate it to everyone once you'll have a voice chat. Powwow. You could afford to give me a small crowd, right? I could probably do that. Need to sleep? Alright, Debbie, thanks for being here. Thank you very much for being here. Don't worry, the stream won't last much longer anyway, like a few more minutes likely. I don't know if I will ever do a voice chat powwow or something along those lines. I mean, there was voice chat at some point, but you know, for the Discord stuff, and I hung out there a while ago to discuss some stuff, but yeah. Good night, good night. Nobody has the right to make that choice on another living being's behalf. Also, can we talk about how we have all this to click through here, and it's all just choices rather than text boxes, and that's purely because they didn't want to voice it. He had exactly one line, and that was just Lumine. And other than that, everything is not voiced. Why? Why? Why couldn't they have just let... They have voice actors. Why can't they just make them voice the lines? Nobody has the right to make that choice on another living being's behalf. Just give him time. Just give him. Voice the lines, please. Especially not when those hillagers have already chosen the end that they desire.
It seems that the 3 questions I put to you on our first meeting were worthwhile. You have developed your own individual views on this world. Very well. Since you have volunteered your true thoughts on this matter, I shall not hide mine from you.
Okay.
Right now, I have a more immediate agenda than stopping the Abyss.
Which is?
That is to say, the Abyss's actions here directly dishonor the final wishes of Halfdan and my other compatriots. I cannot allow this to proceed.
I can understand that. Have you seen the new Pibby thing? I have not. I've only tried playing one Pibby corruption mod for FNF, but beyond that I have not seen anything. I mean, I have seen like little... I've seen like thumbnails floating around here or there for that kind of stuff, but I've never actually looked into any of it.
The Abyss may appear at any moment. Be on your guard at all times as we proceed.
But we shall proceed next time. Unless... Nope, co-op mode isn't locked. Okay, co-op mode isn't locked. I'll teleport out of here just to make sure I don't accidentally run into something that could trigger co-op mode. But yeah, next time we stream Genshin, which again will be not the next stream will be Danganronpa, but the stream after that, when we stream Genshin again, we will finish off all the stuff in the chasm. And by all the stuff, I mean the main story and maybe some side stuff. No official content? I don't think I have in that case. Don't think I have. But for now, let me just quickly exit out of this stuff. Because, as you might already know, we kind of have to do a little cheeky little, raid. Because I did kind of make somewhat of a promise. I did make somewhat of a promise. So, the least I can do is try to maybe potentially, if at all possible, maybe follow up on that. As I click around random stuff. There we go. Armor 3, there it is. Alright then. Let's get this little raid set up real quick. There we go. Let's start this raid. There's not too many people, but even if it's a small raid, I think we can do this. Come on, we need one more person. Why are there only 2 viewers ready for the raid? It says I have 3. Why are only 2 ready? Why are only 2 of you ready? Good, 3 AM night. Yeah, understandable. Good night to you too. I only have 2! You know what? I'm gonna do the raid anyway. It's very sad that people leave at the end. It's like they don't care about the points, even though they can use them really well. In any case, let's get this raid going while there are still some people here. Thank you for watching, and until next time. Bye-bye. And that is the end of today's stream of the archive as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you around. Bye.